Howdy, howdy, howdy. It is the penultimate day of the main block of the Super Nintendothon, and we have a treat for you. The game that Nintendo seems to have forgotten about, the legendary F-Zero X. I am, of course, Volkamar, and joining me on our high-speed excursion is one Tom64. You might have heard of him.
Some asshole. He's always around giving it all this. Yeah, I'm taking over for Flame on Cocom because the lad's feeling a bit run down. It's been a long marathon, so understandable, really. But how are we going about F-Zero X, mate?
We're going to see how far we can get in the Grand Prix. I am hoping to be able to get first place in each one, but I'm not overly fussed. I'll be happy enough if I can finish in like second or third as well, but we're just going to showcase all the tracks, all the cups if we can, and then of course we have a donation incentive for the Death Race to do, which I'm very much looking forward to.
Were you just being ironic when you called it Grand Prix? Please tell me you were.
Of course I am. It's the same reason why I call lasagna lasagna.
Hey, the gabagool, put it on some lasagna over there.
Exactly.
I do believe we have a donation before we start.
Alright, go for it.
$5 from Lance Esgard. Here's an idea for donation incentives during F-Zero X. Donate for someone to sing or dramatically read the lyrics to the Smash F-Zero medley and or the English translation of the F-Zero anime opening theme. Both are gloriously over the top, like a good Falcon punch!
Oh yes, I seem to vaguely remember the anime opening. It was quite ham, I have to admit.
The only thing I know about the anime is there's an OC and he actually does a Falcon punch at the end and then dies.
Yeah, it's a bit of a meme surrounding it. Obviously it's been edited to include other things, but the gist of it is Falcon and Black Bull are having a race. Black Bull tries to kill Captain Falcon by leaping up towards him, but Captain Falcon responds by leaping out of his car, throwing out a Falcon punch, and basically taking them both out in an explosive glow of light.
Yeah, I think it's just a regular punch, but it knocks Black Bull back into the explosion or whatever.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like the punch had some contributing factor towards it. Like, a punch doesn't just not explode things.
Okay, fair enough, right?
See if we can secure ourselves a nice early first place.
But yeah, I'll explain why we're here and why we're doing such a thing. We are Hellfire Comms. This is the Super Nintendothon. We're raising money to benefit the Child's Play Foundation. And Child's Play take donations and they use them to purchase toys and games for children staying in hospital for extended periods of time. You know, just to help make their stay a bit more comfortable, because it can be kind of harrowing to stay in hospital for a long period of time. For anyone really, but especially for children. And God bless the doctors and nurses and staff who are working tirelessly, especially during this pandemic. But at the end of the day, it's still a harrowing experience. So if we can make these kids' lives a little bit better through the power of gaming, that benefits everyone, really. So we may have passed our goal on day 3 out of friggin' 10, but we can always go higher and get these kids some more entertainment. So if you want to donate, there's still some time left in the marathon. We have, obviously, this day, tomorrow, with Donkey Kong 64's 103% completion thing, which is going to be great. I'm looking forward to that. Then we have the 4-day bonus block. And then we have a VR day with our artists, Cara and Tanner. And then on July 26th, I'm going to be finishing off the entire marathon with a bonus run of Super Mario 64. So, still plenty of time to get donations. Alright, back to you, Rob.
Excellent. And one of my favorite tracks in the game right now is playing Silence. Although I'm not sure if it's actually called Silence. Silence is the name of the track, but if I remember correctly, the soundtrack name is called Dream Chaser or something like that. But it's got the really, really juicy guitar riffs. It sounds really triumphant. And it's just one of those tracks that goes nicely in a track itself that is purely built around going as fast as humanly possible.
Hell yeah.
Now, some of you might be curious as to why I have picked Black Bull as my particular racer of choice. There's actually a couple of reasons for that. He has great body and great grip, but has next to no boost at all. And for the sake of the Grand Prix, boost really doesn't matter all that much, because the AI racers in this game rubber band like hell. So it really doesn't matter how fast or slow you go, they'll always endeavor to be slightly faster than you, like under normal conditions. But also he is the heaviest racer around, which means you don't have to do much to kill an opposing racer if you ram into them or do the defensive spinning attack against them. And the other reason is the color scheme, because as you play through the game and you beat the higher difficulties and what have you, you actually unlock alternative colors for the racers. And of course, I am repping the Hellfire red and yellow colors, so that was also another pivotal reason why I picked Black Bull over basically anyone else. Otherwise, I might have picked Biorex or something.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I actually had GX for the GameCube, and I enjoyed making my own like ship and whatnot, and just racing and so on. Never owned X, but GX kicked my ass enough to know that maybe I'm just not cut out for F-Zero, and apparently Nintendo feels the same way because we haven't had a fucking game since then.
Nope. Just like, we made the game too hard, we can't make another one.
Well, the funniest thing is, it was Sega, I believe, who made GX.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was really, really weird, because obviously F-Zero GX was also an arcade port, or something along those lines. I'm not sure whether it was a port or whether it was also just released for arcades. My memory's a little fuzzy on that one, but...
You may be thinking of AX, mate.
Oh yeah, but fundamentally is the same game.
Okay. I actually didn't know. I thought it was separate.
But it's one of those little arcade machines that usually the players would have their own cards, and it would like save like their data, like their records and what have you. And I believe it also had the custom racer functionality there as well, so you could actually save your custom racers and bring them to the arcade machine.
Okay, Goldstorm confirms AX is an arcade port of GX.
Yep, there we go. Alright, so I was mostly right.
So, if you want a fun time, you should watch the Game Center CX episode of Arano trying to beat, I think it's the original F-Zero.
Yes. I remember that one being hard as well, but I've never actually played the original. I played plenty of X and I played plenty of GX, but the original one was the one I never got around to playing.
And of course, if you've played Mario Kart 8, which we featured in a previous day of the Super Nintendothon, you'll know that Mute City and Big Blue were brought in as DLC tracks. Both of them actually pretty decent.
I mean, F-Zero in general is no stranger to having just absolutely amazing soundtracks. GX was very much the same, with a lot less emphasis on like the rock and metal, but it has a lot of like electronic dance music tunes that are just absolutely amazing to listen to.
You need something with a good thumping beat for like a racer like this, I think.
And I think the soundtrack of GX actually achieves that quite a fair bit as well. Even though the direction the music took compared to X was different, it still never lost like the whole, it has to be thumping and really, really get you into the groove.
So you're playing as Black Bull here, but who would you say is like your favourite racer otherwise, or just character really?
I mentioned before Biorex. I'm quite fond of him because he is literally a racing dinosaur, and that's just ridiculous enough while still being believable in the context of the universe. Least favorite, probably Mr. EAD, just because I don't understand him at all. But apparently he's meant to be one of the better racers for the sake of speedrunning.
Well, EAD is Nintendo's internal development thing, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. And also he looks a bit like a much fatter Mario. So,
it is me.
It's a me.
I've given up saving the princess. Now I race for glory.
He's actually part of an underground gambling ring as well.
Sorry, what? Goldstorm Soda is probably his favorite. He has a machine on his back pumping heroin directly into his brain. Seriously.
It would not surprise me at all. I mean, I take it, have you watched Redline before?
No, but I've seen GIFs.
Yeah, it's a bit like that, where you sort of just have the guy like eats the capsule and then literally merges with his car.
Jesus.
Sort of the same thing. Okay, so one thing I should probably notice is that we kind of went out of our way a little bit to kill Captain Falcon, and I assure you, it's not just for the head cannon. In this game, after you beat the first race of any given cup, you get what's given you get given a rival, and rival characters are basically programmed in such a way that they will always sort of try and win the race. So basically, if you come first, most of the time they will almost always come second or third. Of course, you can fix this if you kill them, which means they will actually get no points. And because of the way that the AI is kind of programmed, if the rival dies, then you can get an almost insurmountable lead if you manage to do that a couple of times over the course of the cup.
I feel like Mario Kart is a similar thing, because like when I was going through Double Dash, there would always be like one team who would be level pegging with me. Like if I was Mario, it would be like Bowser or something.
Yeah, something like that. But of course, you can't really kill people in Mario Kart, unfortunately. You can slow them down, but usually the rubber banding in that game dictates they'll just get right back in front instantly.
Alright, Volk, let's say you're best. You've got boost power.
You got boost power!
You got boost power! Oh, I love it.
So good. Actually, the way he says it always sounds like he's saying boop power. So it's like, you got boop power!
I boop your snoot.
Alright, let's see if we can get a few positions.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the full pipe levels tend to vex me quite a bit, so I'll take 5th, especially considering we binned our rival earlier in the race. We've got a little bit of a surplus score to keep us going.
Considering they were being all mean and whatnot. That's the way you said it, sorry.
Sorry, it's hard to talk and play video games at the same time, I'm sure you're aware.
I'm aware, yes.
You just break out into accents you never knew you had.
Like, I suddenly become Russian for like 5 minutes straight, and then I never acknowledge it.
Nope. It's just like the chat's going, what the hell is that all about? Just like, what are you talking about?
That was Tom Kinski, the third.
Alright, let's see if we can bin a few more people here.
You do it, mate.
This is the last race, so we don't necessarily need to come first, we just need to not come last.
Yeah. That old chestnut. Oh my god.
Now, I believe as a result of killing Captain Falcon earlier, our rival has actually changed. So, if we want to really secure our score, we need to make sure we can kill him, but I don't actually think it's necessary.
Who do you think should get into Smash Bros. To be a second F-Zero rep?
I know Goro tends to be a good pick, but I would say Black Bull, honestly, because he sort of plays into the villainous role, and also you can make him a heavy character, so that would work in favour for the sake of variety.
That's who I've always picked whenever that discussion comes up.
Either that, or you can have James McLeod as an echo character of Fox.
Oh, not sure about that, but hey, it'd be interesting.
I meant it mostly in jest. Yeah, for those who don't know, Fox McCloud's dad is actually an F-Zero racer, although he is suspiciously human.
Yeah.
I think they could have got away with just like actual like furry Fox rather than sort of going for the namesake and making him entirely human. It wouldn't have been that big of a stretch.
It's funny you mentioned McLeod, because in one of the endings of Star Fox Command for the DS, they stopped being mercenaries and become racers in the G0 Grand Prix.
Oh, that can't have been a coincidence.
I'm gonna read this right here. In the Curse of Pigma ending, Fox feels usurped by Starwolf, who stole the Star Fox name as Galactic Saviors, and Crystal has now abandoned them. Fox fled to Papitude with Falco to drown out his grief, where it started to consume him, barely eating or sleeping. To cheer up his friend, Falco eventually comes up with a brainstorm to leave the business of mercenaries for hire behind and become racers. They modified their R-Wings into racing machines for the occasion, and they were successful in that business. As they made victory after victory, Fox and Falco gradually forgot about their lives as members of Star Fox.
That is very weird.
Well,
I can kind of dig it, though.
There's one ending where Crystal becomes part of Starwolf and changes her name to Cursed with a K.
I swear to God, just like all the fan artists and all the fan fiction writers got a hold of that game and just thought, oh, it's our turn to write the story now. And that was the end result.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So there we go. We have the first race in the bag, and we are racing towards the podium because just having a start out on the podium is old news these days. You gotta race towards it and have all the drama surrounding it. Also, I just absolutely love that you have the 3D F-Zero, like, race cars themselves, and yet the racers standing next to them are entirely in 2D. They're just cardboard cutouts. And they're not just cardboard cutouts as well, they're always facing the camera as well.
That is ridiculous.
It's kind of funny, though.
It is.
So there we go. That's the first cup in the bag. So far, so good. Hopefully, that will be a sign of continuing trends to come.
Blackball.jpg.
Oh, yes. Alright, next race. And we shall go towards the Queen Cup. So there are 5 cups in this game in total, which go Jack, King, Queen, and then Joker. And then there's a special cup called the X Cup, which, from what I understand, is a entirely randomized cup. You don't know what the tracks are until you're actually plonked down on top of them, so you can't sort of premeditate what you're going up against by either increasing your acceleration or your max speed. You literally just have to kind of wing it and see how it goes. Kill a few races here.
Listening to Climb Up right now.
Oh yes, that's another good track. Now, I wouldn't say that killing the races is actively encouraged, but you do actually get rewarded for doing so.
Well, in that case, I would say it's definitely encouraged, then.
Well, I mean, they give you Death Race for a reason, but if you go too gung-ho on the murder, you end up just coming last anyway.
Yeah, and also, you know, it takes energy off you, so...
Yep, especially if you miss your target and crash into the wall like I just did.
Oh, Lord.
But thankfully, because we have the A body, it doesn't really matter. We can take a licking and keep on ticking.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, if you actually manage to kill 5 races in total, you actually get an extra life. So that's one thing in favor for doing exactly that. But you tend to be a little bit strategic towards it eventually, so you sort of pick out the races that are obviously going way faster and are quite far ahead of the packs, just so you can pad out the scores. Oh no! Good thing we got that extra life.
Oh my god, he just exploded into a mess of polygons.
Actually, it's quite funny, because if you explode and cross the finish line whilst exploding, you still actually technically finish the race. It's a strategy speedrunners tend to come up with, where I'm not entirely sure how it's done, but they kind of grind against the wall to pick up speed. And they do it so much towards like the final lap that it actually blows up the vehicle and it just slides towards the finish line.
Well, they never said anything about needing a fully finished ship in order to win the race.
No, I mean, the ship's intact. Well, the ship is not... Well, technically not exploded yet, but it will be soon.
It's here.
See if we can get ahead of the pack. Sometimes it's actually a good idea to just try and accelerate ahead of the pack if possible. It's not the easiest thing to do, especially in my vehicle, which is generally speaking quite heavy and not necessarily the fastest thing in the world. But if you're ahead of the pack, that means there's less vehicles in your way and you get clearer runs for like the turns and what have you.
Yeah. So how many courses are there per cup exactly?
There's 6 per cup.
Okay.
So the maximum possible points you can get is 600.
Right,
and I can't remember what the denominations are exactly, but obviously you get 100 for coming first. There's like 94 for coming second, and then 88 for coming third. I think it like goes down in increments of 6.
You got boost power.
I almost fell off the track then. I gained lift without expecting it. That's another thing about this game. Like, even like the most subtle lips, if you go at it with enough speed, you will actually lift off the ground. And you do actually get a little bit of control whilst you're airborne, so if you like tilt back on the direction pad, you can like tilt your ship upwards and slow your descent down, and in some cases even fly. And of course, if you hammer it straight forward, then you just plummet to the ground at really high speed. Alright, so we've done our first race. Our rival has been established, so let's see if we can kill him. Come here, Falcon.
Falcon, die!
That didn't quite work out that time, but that's okay. Plenty of opportunities to come.
I love how you ran at him and just went R7 tit into the wall.
Well, I mean, I think Black Bull sort of fits that sort of reckless persona perfectly. Like, he doesn't care, his vehicle's tough as shit, so if he, like, slams into a wall, I mean, that's the wall's problem, not his.
Pretty much. Goldstorm is mentioning Kirby's Air Ride in the chat. Did we ever run that before?
I don't know for certain. We may have to look that one up.
Yeah, I'll double check the Nintendothon thingamabob playlist. No, I don't think we did.
Well, if we do a Nintendothon 64, we know what to put in.
Hell yeah.
Although that'll confuse people. What happened to Nintendothon's 3 through 63?
What I should have been thinking, little did I know, was what the fuck happened to Nintendothon's 3 to 63? I love that video. Give them no quarter, Volk.
I'm trying. Hey, there we go. I didn't do any killing, but boost power won the day.
Ultra Nintendothon works too.
And then we'll have the Ultra Mega Nintendothon.
Or you could read the Nintendothon Ultra 64.
Oh yeah, that would be good actually. Just have the Ultra part.
Yeah, like you could perhaps play GX next time.
Yeah, that is a possibility.
Yeah.
But of course, that is a tale for another time. Alright, I feel like I've got to kill Captain Falcon at some point. The fact I still haven't done so upsets me greatly.
I mean, he's just there all alive and breathing.
How dare he?
How dare he?
He's infringing on my rights, and my rights demand that he die.
I can't ignore this anymore. Why is there a werewolf Michael Jackson in the race?
The better question is, why isn't there?
Good point, Volk, good point.
That's like the counter-argument for everything. Why is this here? Why isn't it here?
Succinct.
Oh, I clipped him, but I think I only put him further in front. But that's okay. We'll catch up to him.
Okay.
Now you gotta be careful with the boots. There we go, got him! Alright, now we just have to finish the race intact, and we'll give ourselves a rather comfy lead. Of course, that particular corner is a doozy.
Oh, yeah, it looks it.
Lots of quick S-bends, and of course... Actually, that's something I can probably bring up. There's this myth that there's no brakes in F-Zero X, but in actual fact there is, and it's tied to the C down button. But of course, when you're dealing with like 800 mile an hour speeds, it's easy just to think, brakes? We don't need those.
No.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned about coming first. If I can come second, however, that'll do me nicely. So, you think second? Yeah, you could do better, but we did take out Douglas J, so if we have a look and see what the scores look like now... There we go, we've got ourselves nearly 40 points ahead of second place now, which is Bubba. So if we can take out Bubba as well, I think we'll be on easy street, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. But of course, if he's there and he's begging to die, we'll just have to oblige him, won't we?
Come on,
which there he is.
Take it to the fridge.
Oh man, if Cranky Kong in some way, shape or form did somehow make it into F-Zero X as a racer, that would have been amazing. Just the bants you would have got from Donkey Kong games after that would have been worth its weight in gold alone.
I'm still a little bit salty that Donkey Kong Racing, where they all race on animals, never came to fruition. I was waiting, Nintendo, and it never happened.
I mean, we could have just done with a Diddy Kong Racing sequel as is, but the idea of riding around on animals does sound pretty appealing.
Instead, we got DK Barrel Blast. Woo!
Although I will say this, Tropical Freeze was a very, very good game.
Never played it, but I've heard good things. I just prefer the both look and gameplay feel of the original countries.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It does play a lot similar to those. Obviously, it just has a newer look of paint and like all the environments are in 3D, so it can throw people off a bit who are more used to, say, the DKCs 1, 2, and 3. Alright, now we hammer the boost all the way home. Ha!
Yeah.
Next that first place.
Get fucked.
You ain't getting past me, Bubba. So let's see how we're doing now. Ooh. 42 points ahead. Alright, so we can probably afford to place in the top 6 at least on the remaining 2 races, and we should be good. But of course, we will aim for first every time.
Indeed, right, indeed.
As the races actually progress, you notice there are a lot more sharp turns that seem to rear their ugly heads, and the way that I usually deal with it, and it may not be the optimal way to do it, but it's just the way I find that's easiest, is you can use the button that you would normally use to tackle people, and use that to make your sharp turns in any direction instead. You do lose a bit of speed coming out of the turn, but you do get a lot more control out of it.
And obviously the AI is dealing with the same thing, so...
Yeah. Actually, another interesting thing about the AI is obviously you have your energy bar, which is what you use to determine your health and how much boost power that you have. And depending on the difficulty, the AI will actually have more or less energy. I believe if you play the game on Novice, they basically have no energy at all, and just a quick nudge will generally kill just about any racer instantly.
Yeah.
As, of course, as you ramp up the difficulty, it becomes a lot harder to do that.
So how many cups are we doing overall again?
I'm hoping to do all 5, but depends what we have it for, what we have time for. Because the X Cup, as I said, it's just like a surprise random assortment of tracks you've already done in the previous 4. But
just do the main 4 then.
Okie dokie. And then, of course, we'll have the Death Race, which is what I'm looking forward to. Alright, White Land, Dangerous Steps. The subtitles for each of the races actually gives you a clue as to what to expect as well. So it's not just there just to sound trendy, it does actually sort of give you an indication of what you're up against if you've never played the track before. See if we can kill Falcon again. Oh, there's a nice group of them here. But, of course, there's no walls, and I know what will happen. I'll go to tackle them, and then I'll go straight off the course.
Yeah.
No amount of bodywork will save you from that fate, I'm afraid. I always try and make sure I save a bit of energy just for unexpected collisions, either with other racers or with the track. The last thing you want to do is use up all your boost near the beginning of the lap and then have nothing left and have to play either extremely gingerly or just spontaneously combust.
No, just because I'm bad at racing isn't because I'm part ginger, right?
Alright, just have to remember, I don't have to come first. There's no need to take reckless risks. Don't style for the live stream if it is costing you your position.
Nah.
Alright, I think we should be pretty safe now. Give it, Willie! There we go. Nice and easy.
Nice.
And let's see how badly we thrashed the competition. 593. Second place got 470. So by the end of that, we were 123 points ahead.
Yeah.
We could have literally have come last in the next race and still won.
Now, the great JPEG of our time.
Oh, yes. They're not even JPEGs. Like, what would like the step down from a JPEG be? Does such a thing exist, or is JPEG generally the most compressed image format?
I'm not entirely sure. You need someone smarter for that.
Fair enough.
Oh, apparently it's a BMP.
Yes, bitmaps. Look at all those first place. You just love to see it.
That's the good shit.
Actually, one day I've got to see if there's like a TAS of this game where you literally kill every single racer before the race actually ends. I'm sure it's been done, but I just want to see the end screen where it's just like however many stars it'll be, like 180 or so, just like strewn across the end screen.
Indeed. If you guys are wondering how much money we've raised for Child's Play so far, by the way, it is $5,325 on the dot.
Ooh, very nice. You want some of this, Falcon? I'm right here.
Yeah, come get some in here.
Alright, now we move on to the King Cup. And this one actually gave me quite a bit of problems when I was doing my practice runs on the original hardware, just because there's a lot of tight bends and there's a lot of opportunities to fall off the track. So they up that factor quite considerably. So we'll have to do our best not to fall off here. So I might take it carefully for the first couple of tracks, and then as I feel a little bit braver, I'll probably use that as an opportunity to knock people out the course.
Right, right.
Missed him. I wanted him, but he wasn't having it.
Alas.
Alas and alack. Ah, I thought I got Falcon. Or some other dweeb who got in the way. Now, if I can kill one more and get that extra life, that would be pretty amazing.
I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but on the 64DD, I believe, there was a version of Rainbow Road in the game. It has its own rock remix and everything.
Yes, the track is actually in the original as well, but I believe the expansion unit just added the new soundtrack to it.
Ah, okay.
Because it uses a bog standard F-Zero track for the Rainbow Road equivalent in this game.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. Captain Falcon once again, thinking he's hot shit.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm going to get you with fairness and real racing. He says, yeah, I'm going to get you as I grind you to dust. Come on, I can get him. I can have him.
Have him? Man, you didn't even have your racing car. Or something. I don't know. Alright, I just see beams and I spat them.
Of course.
The Fast and the F-Furious.
You know, at this rate, in like 20 years' time, that's exactly where the series is gonna go.
God, I hope so.
Just Vin Diesel and an F-Zero racer, that would be pretty good.
Vin Diesel would make a great Captain Falcon. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, you absolutely would. You could have the Rock Johnson as Black Bull as well. It would be perfect.
Oh my god, yes.
Fund it immediately. Be the F-Zero live-action movie we need. Oh no, and we're dead. Well, that's just inconvenient. Good thing I got more in the garage.
With Danny DeVito as Samurai Goro.
Oh my god. It's too perfect.
Anyway, I started boosting.
So anyway, I got boost power.
Snake says without the expansion pack, the Sector's music plays. Coolio.
Oh, we got 4 at once.
You realise that counts as mass murder, right?
Do I look like the man that cares?
No.
Especially since Captain Falcon was killed in the crossfire.
You look like a man dressed up in a big black gimp suit racing at 1,000,000 miles an hour, Rob.
Yeah, the B in Blackpool. Yeah, the B in BDSM just stands for Blackpool.
The extra B stands for BYOB.
I love as well that the actual charred remains of the races stay as well, because occasionally you get the other AI races just crash into it and then just die for no reason.
Not sure I care for that.
No, that might be the reason why I've killed 5 people, but there's only 24 people in the race. That's because one person crashed into some debris earlier. I had nothing to do with that.
Right, yeah, okay. I don't think the police are gonna buy though.
Is that look? I may have committed those other 5 acts of vehicular manslaughter, but I did not commit that one. Therefore, I must be acquitted.
You got onto the final lap just as I heard. Oh yeah, the final lap on my thing.
Oh yeah. I do love the announcer in this game. He is the. Oh no!
You silly bastard.
It's okay. We got the extra life, so it cancels itself out. Oh, that's a shame because I had that perfect setup by killing Falcon there earlier. Wasted opportunity. Sorry, as long as I don't make a habit of it, I should be fine.
It's okay, but you're doing remarkably well, I have to say.
Well, thank you very much. Alright, see if I can get into that pack again and just ram into a lot of them. Well, I got 1. It's not quite the killing spree I had earlier, but I'll take it.
Oh, kill one man Jaro.
I like it. Alright, give me that boost power.
It was in the early 2000s that we got GX, yeah, but it's been even longer for a Pokemon Snap, but now we're getting a new one.
Who knows, it might be a good sign of things to come if they're going that far back for games.
Maybe.
Especially in the era where everything seems to be getting a remaster or a remake of some kind.
Well, I don't know why Nintendo feels the need to put franchises on ice instead of keeping, like, that subset of fans around.
Yeah, it does seem a bit unusual. I mean, I don't know whether it's a case of they're just trying to focus on specific franchises or what. And I didn't get any energy at all. And I'm going to have to be very, very careful.
Okay. Goldmember says, in the anime, the announcer was voiced by Sean Schemmel. At least that's what I think he's saying, because he spelt it as Sean Schmel. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
It just reminds me of that one episode of The Chase where you got the host trying to say Fanny Schmeller and just completely breaking down into hysterics.
Yeah. Base brats.
So there we go. If you need proof about the AI and how it operates, that is it. I didn't boost one single time, and yet I did not get my advance assailed in any way, shape, or form.
There you go.
Actually, I believe somebody on I think it was the guy who wrote the game FAQ guides for this particular game, and he did a test where he just literally just sat at the start line until all the other racers had finished, and then obviously finished the race and jotted down their time, and then actually played the race normally, and apparently the AI found 20 whole seconds. So that's just 20 seconds they get just by you actually racing. Alright. We haven't had a chance to do much killing, but we'll have to see if we can put a fix on that. Now, there's quite a lot of open space in this particular track, so if you're feeling brave, you can just knock loads of people off. But of course, that will always carry the risk of you careening off the edge yourself, so it may require you to be comfortable with exactly how far your tackles go before you actually try it.
Yeah.
And it's also the first track that introduces landmines, which don't really do much damage to your craft, but it does send you flying, which causes its own series of problems, as you can probably imagine.
We'll just set up some music for a smash.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Almost well off the edge there.
I saw it. I nearly had a heart attack.
It's alright. Black Ball doesn't fall off the stage twice in one race.
That's what he says, anyway.
Mostly because you can't, but nobody challenges him on it.
Not after this, Xehanauto. Pilot Wing 64 is up after this. I was just preparing for when I need to step away to get a quick cup of tea and so on.
Always a good idea. Alright, can we just boost the rest of the way and be safe? No! I tried to steer it back through, but it didn't work.
Oh, my poor sweet Volk.
Well, here's what it is. An act of sheer stupidity.
Yeah.
That's okay. We got lies. We can afford it. I'm pretty sure I just saw another guy just like plummet straight to his death. Or maybe that was just the charred remains of a guy I just killed. Bit hard to tell.
So where are we at now in terms of cups and races, mate?
If I'm not mistaken, this is the halfway point of the King Cup at the moment.
Okay.
That's right, my estimate accounted for possible failures, so we should be all good.
When we get the death race or whatever, I'll let Snake know to start.
Yeah, I mean, praying around the death race for a few minutes is a good chance to get the next person prepped. Oh, sweet Jesus, not again! Wow, okay, I need to be really, really careful about my speed on that lip.
Yes, you do.
I don't recall having that problem with my practice, but it seems to be becoming a factor now, so...
Live is so much different, mate. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah. Adapt and overcome. That is the MO. Oh, it just gives me the opportunity to kill people in like the first couple of straights.
My estimation, even though I didn't write it down in the schedule thing, was about 8 hours for Link's Awakening Switch. I think I finished about 15-16 minutes ahead of it.
Very nice.
That was a good run.
It's always gratifying when you can finish under your estimates, especially when you think, hold on, have I actually given myself enough time?
Yeah. My estimate for DK64 is about 10 to 12 hours.
But then again, that's the only game on the card, so you don't really have to worry too much about people behind you necessarily.
Not really, no.
Alright. Keep my finger off the boost until I get past this part. There we go.
No, I don't think there's going to be a Nintendo Direct soon. I think people are just listening to rumors and taking them as fact.
It's a dangerous game, that.
That being said, if one appears during DK64, you can bet I will take a break to watch it and maybe stream it with you all.
Of course. Charity for the kids cannot stop the might of a Nintendo Direct, I'm afraid. It's just not possible.
It's the Super Nintendothon. It's still content.
Alright, let's see if we can overtake these two. Come up. I'll take second. That's fine. I'm just happy to be able to finish the race without dying.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, where does that put us on the old rankings then? We should still be ahead, but yeah, Billy's coming just behind, so we got to see if we can take him out if possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, show him who's boss. Maintain the status quo.
New mission, put Billy in his place.
Is that Billy? Yes! I killed him! Oh wow, there is not much room for activities on this track.
Mm-hmm.
Watch your back!
Now, I'm pretty sure someone died, but I had no hand in it. Which is slightly disappointing, because I actually tried to do some damage there.
Can't believe you're actually sad that you didn't get to take part in a murder.
Well, you know, it's video game murder, it's not quite the same thing.
Okay, well, let's see.
I
if
can
that holds
shed
up
the
in
shell
court.
of remorse.
He is a new man, free, and also free of empathy. Apparently.
Now you know, and he's my race rival, and I don't care.
I love that pathetic little strip of energy back there.
Oh yeah, you have to be really, really careful not to, like, ram headfirst into the wall on that one.
Yeah! Don't fight on left!
I believe they do get thinner on one other course, but I struggle to remember exactly which one it was. Alright, take it nice and casual.
Flame, just because you have medical reasons for your lack of empathy doesn't mean you get a free pass, alright? Looking at you, Mr. Flame.
There we go. We managed to get first and took out our rival within the first few seconds. I call that
Hey.
an absolute win.
The OST is pretty baller, so it is.
Oh yes. And especially the jazzer range of the original F-Zero that I was playing whilst we were setting up.
Also, Flame, check Discord, mate.
Alright, so we've got two more tracks. I think we should be safe as long as we remember to stay on the actual track. So, no need to get too reckless. Just finish the race. Or rather, if we were going to take the advice of one Dr. Robotnik, just win the race!
Win the race. It's a very special race to see who can kill the most.
And I immediately fall off the track. And so did 3 other people, apparently. Look, do as I say, not as I do. Alright, now we got to be
Okay.
really careful, because that was actually our last life.
Alright.
So if we lose it now, it will be game over, and we got to do this one all over again. Yes. Half-pipes are notorious for their finickiness. You try and stay in the middle, but it always wants to throw you around here, there, and all over the place.
A lot of them are just going to fall off the track by proxy.
Well, we've already had 3 that have fallen off, apparently. We may see more now that we've got boost power. But I'm going to see how far I can get without actually using it. Maybe I'll use it on the actual charging strips, but the last thing I want to do is get a sudden boost of speed and have it end up with me careening off the edge of the pipe.
Well, like I said, a lot of the AI can't seem to handle these half-pipes, so...
Well, it seems to be only the ones that were towards the back anyway. Like, I've never seen a rival just unknowingly kill themselves just because of a track anomaly. There we go. Keep it casual.
Keep it cash.
And
Oh my
give ourselves a
God.
boost of speed for second place.
F-Zero VR makes me want to fucking die.
Oh god, is it just like motion sickness in a jar or something?
Well, I mean, if it was a thing, the thought of it makes me want to, you know.
It would be kind of cool though. Like, I would experience that at least once. Okay, we are 100 points ahead. That means we can officially come last and still win.
There you go. Just don't explode.
Yes.
You can go as slow as you like and not even boost, mate.
Yep, that's true. I might just do so.
Oh, there's a mod of GX that makes it VR. Interesting.
Really? I might just let go of the accelerator or use it to call this.
Welcome to F-Zero miles an hour.
Oh, I love it. I'm playing this like Gran Turismo. Still have to be a bit careful on those sharp bends, though.
Yeah, I felt my
My
spine.
sphincter tighten.
Yeah. The puckering never ceases.
You got boost power.
Whoa, what the hell happened there? Hello? Game? Ah, crap, don't tell me it crashed.
Well,
No, it is entirely irresponsive. Alright. I
well, you won that by default, so we can just move on to the next one.
yes, we can. Alright. Let me get this thing open again. We at HFC would like to apologize for the technical difficulties we have experienced, but we shall continue.
It's like, you were going too slow. We're gonna have to shut that down.
I think that's actually what might have happened. You're going too slow, we're gonna have to kick you off.
What the fuck do you think this is? Mickey's Raceway USA? Fucking get on with it.
Alright, let me see if I can get this rebooted. It might just take me a few minutes.
Good morning, Tech Fusion.
But yeah, I say we can probably just skip straight to Joker then.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like you said, you could have come in last, and you still would have won. So,
Exactly. And of course, the Joker Cup starts straight with Rainbow Road. It knows what the people want, and it wastes no time in giving it away.
Joker!
Joker!
Maximum drive, literally.
Alright, here we go. Back to the bull.
Oh no. Oh no, I wish you hadn't said that. It's okay.
Here we go, Rainbow Road, but it's F-Zero. The temptation to knock people off the edge is so goddamn high right now.
I know, man, I know. I don't know why there isn't an Ace Cup.
Yeah, for some reason they just go straight to Joker. Unless they're taking it as Ace is 1, like being the lowest number.
Alright, yeah, it can be either 1 or 11, can't it?
At least in Blackjack it can.
Oh, I know. I've gotten an ace a fair amount of times by doubling down in clubhouse games.
Oh, yes. Still need to get that at some point. That looks like a right good time.
It's good. I played it for a few days and then I got bored and switched to other things.
Oh.
But it's not meant to be like your main game. It's something you pick up for fun.
Yeah, exactly. It's sort of like if you're hanging out with friends or something, you can just take it over, plonk it in, play a few games of whatever you fancy.
Yeah.
It's not something meant for like huge bursts of time spent. It's more like, hey, you want to play a game of this? And just like, hey, I got that on Clubhouse.
There you go. Oh yeah, the second lap.
Oh yeah, that's a good burst of speed. I'll take that quite happily.
Lord have mercy.
It's a good thing to drop us straight, otherwise that might have been a problem.
Yeah.
Alright, should be coming up towards the charging pads any second now.
In Mario Kart's defense, Silver Dude, this may have had a track builder and Mario Kart hasn't, but Mario Kart's a bit more complicated than F-Zero.
Yeah, that's true. Like, usually you don't have any complicated backgrounds or anything like that. It's mostly just a track with a backdrop. That's a lot easier to give sort of creation tools for. Of course, back then, it made more sense for not many to have that functionality because, well, you're effectively having to give people dev tools, and it wasn't until we got the likes of Mario Maker where things really started to get a bit more involved creatively.
Indeed, mate, indeed. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Marathon's catching up to me.
That's quite alright. Do not hide your true feelings.
Mwah.
Although if you do get the chance to play this with the disk drive, you do get access to some really, really crazy maps. So, well worth experiencing just once if you happen upon it.
Well, Snake says the 64 DD expansion has been translated by fans into English.
Ah, so it should be a little bit easier now. Well, I say a little, probably significantly.
Yeah.
Some guy just rammed into the back of me and died.
Well, that's
what you get.
You come at the ball, you best be prepared for the horns.
That's what you get for acting to Mickey, Virginia.
Hang out with captains in spandex again, I see.
Yes!
I love you, Vagina, but you can't be doing that. Come on!
I love that so much. There's no escaping, Vanilla! Prepare to die! Love it.
What are you, fast? Yeah. Okay, I'll stop, otherwise I'll just be quoting the entirety of Dragon Ball P3.
It's an easy thing to do. Like, once you start the first few seconds, it's just a slippery slope from there.
Goku crashing into the planet nearly made me die the first time.
That was so good.
I haven't tried out the track creation of Diddy Kong Racing DS. No, I did play the game for a quick look. Wasn't really all that impressed, to be blunt.
Fair enough. Sometimes blunt is all you can be.
Indeed.
Ah, Samurai Goro is our rival now, it seems. Captain Falcon is no longer good enough for us.
Oh, Hard Drive. Their latest tweet. G.I. Joe Tribunal refuses Snowdrop's request for alias change. Oh. Give him the stick. Don't give him the stick. Oh. I'm just beaming it up today, Jesus.
Bloody cylinder tracks. Hate them so much. And it's the return of the really, really tiny charging strips as well.
Oh, did TT force me to build a thing? Sorry, it's been so long since that quick look, I must have forgotten. Silver Dude bringing me to task.
It actually amazes me, like, the borderline archival knowledge some people have about HFC content in general.
Well, the thing with me is I do have a good memory for stuff I work on, but sometimes I just blank. There's like certain what's the term I'm looking for here? Stuff gets skipped over in my mind essentially. But fans are always paying attention, so you got to be careful with that.
Oh yes.
There was that one stream where I went on like an hour-long rant about how Marxism is great and capitalism is bad. That I don't remember, but people swear that I did. But, you know.
It's a shame you don't really think a lot of times you just record everything, because otherwise you'd be able to go back on that and just think, wait, really?
Yeah. That's not true, by the way. That didn't happen. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not having pizza withdrawal right now. I'm going to wait until I get paid after the marathon.
Alright. Let's bring it home!
Shazam.
Third place finish. I think that still keeps us in first. We killed Captain Falcon, who wasn't our rival, but he was like the next likely person to be that, so we kind of taken him out of the picture already, which means if we can kill Goro, we should be in a pretty good situation.
Family Guy meme for the day. Holy crap, Lois, come quick. The fourth chairman of the Tojo clan, Kiro Kazuma, is right here on our front doorstep.
Yakuza memes, love them.
The one I don't understand is why Deoxys became a meme. Like, Deoxys specifically.
Yeah, that... What the? Like, of all the Pokemon to meme up, that's like the one that I make least likely.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, Goro, how the hell did you get all the way up there?
Holy crap, Lois. Here we are in the future and it's bright. That's
the colours feel so right.
Alright, Spar, see you in a bit, mate. Foolish samurai. You're gonna get blown off the track, mate.
It's alright, I've got all my lives still. I can afford to be a little ballsy. Not too much.
You know, I have seen the SU movie like 18 times. I don't care if I put songs in other people's head, alright?
Yeah, he has to live with it. How do you think he feels?
Well, no, I love the film. I think it's probably the most well done thing in the series. And like a lot of those times, I would say like 14 out of the amount of times I watched it is other people's reactions.
Ah, fair enough.
Dollars, no, this is not the expansion pack, no.
If I'd known about it, I might have been able to slip it in, but for the time being, it was mostly just about the original.
Yeah, we're finishing up the Joker Cup here, then we're going to do a bit of Death Race, and then we're moving on to the next game with another runner, Pilot Wing 64.
Oh, yes.
Watch your back!
That's right, I've done this race over and over again.
Fourth. That might be a problem.
Oh, I think it's time for you to get good.
I just need to get violent. That's what I need to actually do.
X Cup is a random assortment. So it's not really relevant.
Nah. But it depends. If Snake's not quite ready yet, we could probably throw it in there, but we'll see.
Alright, I'll tell them we're almost done.
Yeah, we're coming up towards the latter half of the Joker Cup, and then of course we'll have the Death Race to do after that. Alright, where are you, Goro? There you are. Get back here! Oh, look at all those races!
My god, Jesus Christ. Yes, some call it Kai Cup, but the meaning is the same.
Whoa! Okay, that started off really, really fucking tiny. Alright, that's 4 taken out. If we can take out one more, we'll entreat ourselves to a nice extra life.
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't think Nintendo even wants to make a HD collection of the F-Zero games, because that would be acknowledging the series.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back into what I said earlier about everything getting a remaster as well. I mean, they could easily do it and make a shit ton of money.
Miyamoto is the one who was on record saying he doesn't want to make a new game. Jesus Christ, I'll talk about pinballing. He doesn't want to make a new game because he can't think of a new control style. Like, just make a fucking HD game.
Yeah, you don't need to, like, gimmick everything to death. Just make something new, give it a lick of paint. That's all you really need to do. That's all people reasonably expect a lot of the time from these things.
Yeah.
Damn it. Oh, there we go. We got one. Not the one we wanted, but we got one.
Master your ass's boost power. Alright, Snake says he is on standby.
Ah, brilliant. Yeah, that turns a doozy. And we have to make sure I've got plenty of energy for that one.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Paper Mario, and I think Tanabe might not even be at fault anymore, because the way they worded that interview, unless it's a translation error, makes it sound like it's coming from the higher ups.
Yeah, sometimes you can just tell from, like, the lingo and the slang that they use. Alright, let's take this nice and gently. Oh, that's not gentle. That's not gentle at all. But we're okay. We're fine. It's cool.
It's cool, baby.
But we have to see if we can assail first place. Got him!
That's right, baby.
Alright. Again, nice and gentle.
Dong dong ting ting.
Got it! There we go! And we can take first place as well to boot.
Lovely jubbly. So this is how little I'm paying attention. I looked at Blackborn and I was like, oh no, Volt's got to beat him to get into first place.
So you fool, that is me!
Ah.
Alright, does that put us in first? It does, by nearly 100 points. And what race are we on? Ah, this is the last race, so I think as long as we're in the top 25, we should be fine. Might be tricky, but we'll manage somehow. Also, literally a hand for the final race.
Nice.
Which means there's going to be a lot of sharp turns. We got 4 lives as well, so we can really just afford to piss about. See how many of the other races just kill themselves. So far, it's 4.
Good.
Good. I was actually watching Terminator 2 a few days ago and just got remembered writing about that one scene where he's like, what's the name of your dog? Max. How's Wolfie? Wolfie's fine, dear. Where are you? He just puts down the phone. Your foster parents are dead.
Where are you? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, have you ever seen the A to Z as told by Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Is that by Will Sasso?
I can't remember who exactly did it, but it literally starts with A is for... It's pretty great. Oh, there goes another racer. Either that or that was the corpse of another just getting blown up even more.
It's okay, mate. It was either you or him.
Exactly. Better him than me. I just want to finish the race. That's all I gotta do.
This is a very handy racetrack.
No, it's actually quite comfy that if you literally take out your rival a couple of times, you can literally just cruise to a win on like the last track, and it just does not matter at all, as long as you finish. You don't really get that with Mario Kart, but I think that's more to do with the exponential point growth compared to those other games. Like, usually it'd be like 10 points, 9 points, 8 points, but here it's like 100, 93.
Well, this is more like a proper Grand Prix and whatnot.
Yeah, a lot more races as well, for one thing.
Doom, 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 doom.
Watch your back!
But I mean, really, I shouldn't be able to let go of the accelerator and still catch up to people that should have gotten miles ahead by now. But that's just how the game is.
That's how it be.
Indeed.
You finished 5th.
But still first overall, and that's all that matters.
Based.
I like how the rival still managed to get first place, but it literally does not matter. If you lose 100 points, you're effectively out. Still managed to come second, though, after all that, so, I don't know, that's still pretty good going.
Very good, mate, very good.
I mean, I suppose if this were a real-life situation, I'd be pretty happy with second. I mean, you probably take a fair cut of the prize money. You probably get a few endorsement deals out of it.
Yeah.
So there we go. We technically beat all the cups. Even though a crash kind of stopped us from officially taking the trophy on the third one.
Yeah, you won, but you didn't get a trophy.
Yeah, it got lost in transit. Like, somebody wanted to pay a shipping cost and they just didn't feel like it. So we can move on to the final excursion, which will be the death race, where the racing is in big quotation marks.
Fuck 'em up, Volk.
Oh, I fully intend to. Oh yeah, bitmap races.
And there they are.
Sorry, just gotta get my trigger fingers ready. Thanks for playing. You're welcome. Like, what the hell did they expect you to say? Just like, thanks for playing. Just like, sure, I guess?
Thank you so much for playing my game.
It's not like I wanted to play your game or anything, idiot.
Backer.
Alright, anyway, enough faffing. Death race. And of course, we're going to stick with the bull for this one because he is awesome. I mean, he could probably just eat the other races. He doesn't even need the actual car. He can just run at them and just chew at the other races.
Oh my god.
Alright, so acceleration or max speed doesn't really matter for this because it is literally just one big-ass loop. So just pick whatever you're comfiest with. And get ready to kill some people.
Apparently today, the 19th of July 2020, is the 12-year anniversary of Avatar The Last Airbender's finale.
Oh. Very nice.
That's what chat is telling me anyway.
I was hoping to take out a bunch there, but didn't quite work out.
So is it just a track that loops endlessly?
Yep, there's no laps or anything like that. The last person standing wins. Very simple, but incredibly fun. It's like pretty much my favorite mode in this entire game. Like, it's so simple, but you just can't help but think, oh, I'll give it another go so I can beat my time. There's something very cathartic about literally going out of your way to destroy every single racer on the track. I don't suppose we've had any last-minute donations or anything like that as we come up towards the conclusion of F-Zero X.
I don't think so, mate. It's a very sleepy Sunday today.
Fair enough. No pressure then, just kill everyone.
Indeed.
I'll see if I can beat my previous time. Yeah, the only real way to die is if you get a little bit too ballsy or if you fall off the track, because the top part of the loop actually doesn't have any wall railings at all. So it's very easy to fall off. Where is everyone? They're hiding. Somehow on a track that is just an oval. There we go. Have it. And there's Samurai Goro again.
Damn. Just shoved him off the fucking track.
Oh yeah, usually if you hit him in just the right way, you can just literally knock him and the corpse will go off the edge. Come on. 2 for 1 on that one. I'll take that. Oops. Alright, 6 more to go. We're on good pace.
Do it, mate.
There we go. Then there were 3.
Oh, one's behind you, I think.
Probably, yeah. Alright, we're down to 2 now. And there's 1. So, just need to find this last guy. I just drive past him really, really quickly.
I bet you did. Oh, you didn't make your best time. Oh, well.
Ah, well. It's kind of hard to tell, like, who's actually racing and who's just a charred husk. Like, so many strewed across the place, you just can't figure it out.
I think he's on the right side, mate.
Oh, nope, there he is. There we go. Done and dusted.
Ah.
Ah, so satisfying. So there we go. Thank you for everybody who helped to make the donation incentive for F-Zero X's Death Race possible, and for having me for having F-Zero X in the marathon to begin with. It has been a whale of a time. Is Samurai Snake ready by chance to start us off with Pilot Wings?
He is, yes.
Alright, well, I will sign us off then. Thank you again very much. I will personally see you later on for the Smash Shenanigans, but for now, I shall leave you in the hands of Samurai Snake and Pilot Wings. Thanks very much for watching, and see you later.
Bye-bye.